Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky, the third. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Sorry about not having an episode yesterday. I was just a bit too tired from work to get up on time to actually do this. It happens. My apologies. In any case, last time around we finished off Chapter 2. And we've learned that Kevin's been hiding some stuff from his friends. Mainly the fact that he iced Weissman in cold blood and told nobody about it. So we're going to find out what the hell his deal is with that. But in the meantime, we're on Chapter 3. And Chapter 3 has our party split up. On one side we've got Kevin, Mueller, Julia, and Tita. And on the other side we've got Josette, Chloe, Joshua, and Rias. One will take the gold route, the other's going to take the silver route. Oh, and I actually don't have Cloak on this party, so I will be getting into some random encounters. They've also changed the combat music up a little bit, so... I hope everyone enjoys it. I also did, Chloe and Joshua's Star Door. So we learned a little bit about that, about how Chloe is just a big old bully. And that she, she's still holding a torch for Joshua, but she's willing to let him go because, hey, she likes Estelle a lot too. Oh my god. Oh my god, right. I gotta remember, I don't have this on. I gotta actually try to avoid encounters. I'll try to be quick here. But obviously with all these randos, it's a bit harder than it looks. Luckily, I do have the covert ports on Kevin, which means enemies are kind of less aware of where you are. And I got the Tiger Heart there. That is a weapon for somebody. Is it not? Or no? What? I don't know. I think this map's lying to me. Kubunotachi, Amar Spiritus. No, this is fine. I don't know why they're giving me a weapon for Agate. I don't have him in my party. Yet. Not bad. Anyway, there's a star door over here. Bring to me the man who talks with his fists. Only then shall the door open. So, this will be your hand-to-hand brawler, one Zinvathek, who also isn't currently in our party, so don't even worry about it. Grab 1,000 Mira, 100 of each Sepith, and a Pearl Earring Plus. While I'm here, I want to make sure I've got... You know what? I have to have something better than this for Tita. Yeah, this just seems fine. A small drop in strength and range, but... whatever. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, shit. I saw that treasure chest. I was gonna go get it, and then it was like, no, you better pick this up. The White Bracelet Plus. Anyway, this corridor is actually just pretty straightforward, so just pay attention as you go. Don't get into any fights you don't want to get into. Skull Bow, Curia Bomb, the Ion Bow. What? What's this doing here? It's a weapon. Of course it's in here. I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby. This, baby we won't be using because we've got this. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. Some boots. Even more Sepith. And, a stone monument. Right, I haven't got all Mueller slots now that I think about it. So let's do that. Alright, make our save, and head towards the end here. Because we're coming up towards the boss here. Could that be the exit, perhaps? Sure looks that way. Whew. I hope everything's going well for Rias's group, too. Bah. There goes my hopes of just walking. I think we're gonna have to fight our way to it, though. Fight our way through it, maybe? Oh, shit. What? Rias? And she's got mirrors with her. Damn it. Is she being mind-controlled or something? Alright. So there's a gimmick to this fight. Rias is not Rias, per se. But there's also mirrors here. These blue ones reflect physical damage. And these red ones reflect arts. So be very careful when dealing with these. We're gonna have Kevin just focus on single target arts. Take care of that jerk. Mueller and Tita can handle the red ones at the very least. Damn it, you're supposed to counter that. Alright. Now that, none of them are immune to arts, we're gonna go ahead and just beat him silly like this. Anyway, Rias has revealed her true form. The Doppelrias. An imitation, fights with Templar Sword, and can heal stuff. Also has an immunity to Mirage Arts. So, just be very careful about casting those. We'll go with that. If any of these mirrors survive the Abyss Fall, they survive it. Ooh. That was a fairly decent attack. Oh, she's in her third form now. Doesn't know when to give up, do they?
Justice must always prevail.
And there we go. Easy enough fight, but I mean, we're kind of just cheating just a little bit. Give us insulating tape and hit 4 quartz. Oh. Found a sealing stone. And just like that, we're done 1/2 of this chapter. Well, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Rias was just a fiend in disguise, though. Yeah. I thought she was being mind-controlled or something. I've known her for a long time. If I was fooled, it's no surprise you guys would be. The mirrors with it were so deadly, too. I think it's safe to say that whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. So, just run on over there. And the golden door is clear. So now we get to start with the silver one. It's basically the same, but just a mirror of it, of the gold one, so don't worry your heads about this too much. We also get ambushed right at the beginning here. But we'll be fine. Oh. The hell was that?
Told you I could handle this.
That was kind of bullshit, though. What were those things? They looked like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist. But in a different sense, neither should those fiends. This definitely isn't going to be easy. You know what? I don't know, for some reason I had a sneaking suspicion all my quartz got reset again. But they aren't, and I have the cloak quartz on Rias, so I can actually just avoid all this combat. Find some more shoes. Health 3. Miso fish. Castel Castella. Some decent stuff, that's for sure. One more reviving bomb. And weapons for Joshua. Not that they're any good, but, hey, we got them. Anyway, take the detour here. There's a moon door. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance, and proof of her scholarship. Only then shall the door open. So, this is vague as hell, but they're asking for Chloe, and also she needs to have a certain item on her. We don't have that item yet, so we're just gonna have to leave that be for the time being. What we won't leave be is that accessory there. And this treasure chest here. Anyway, nothing too difficult on the way here. More Sepith. An attack 3 quartz. And a weapon for Rias, the Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Is something wrong, Rias? Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, there's a weapon for Tita, and a reviving bomb. Hit the stone monument here. I'm pretty sure I've got everyone's slots maxed out in this party, too. Yeah. So make a save, because we're about to hit another boss fight here. Oh! Do you think that could be the exit? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. Heh. Looks like they're not going to let us reach it without a fight. And just like we fought a Fiend Rias on Kevin's side, we fight a Fiend Kevin on Rias' side. Kevin? And he's brought some cannoneering assholes. Kevin! What? I was supposed to do this fairly? Seriously? I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't believe in that shit. Anyway, we've immediately popped Kevin into his true form here.
Goddess bless you.
Chloe will wipe out the trash. And we'll have our good friend Joshua do the rest. Dual Strike is still absurd, and kind of even more absurd in this game. But yeah, that was easy enough. And we get the Mind 4 for it. So that's it. That's Chapter 3. Obviously, we're going to be doing more after this. It's not even midnight yet. Found a Sealing Stone. Not much of a trial compared to Chapter 2, at least. Looks like that's the end of this trial, at least. I really wasn't expecting that to be a fiend disguised as Kevin, though. True, I wasn't. Oh. Rias? Are you alright? You weren't hurt, were you? I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out it wasn't really Kevin. And now that the fight is over, it seems clear to me that the battle was a trap set by our foes. Those bizarre cannon fiends are further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. Sure. She must have been so worried about him, huh? Alright, let's go. Let's go save our man. Rias! Thank goodness. Whew, yep, you're the real deal, alright. Thank Adios. I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires. Is that the name of the fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally, they're said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit, known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it. And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it, I don't know. But it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. That's quite a fitting metaphor. That sounds like... Oh, Schwarzritter. AKA Luve. And Joshua knows what's up. It's like, shit, isn't that Luve? You again? Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lord of yours send you to come check up on us? That is one of the roles I have been assigned, albeit not the only one. I am impressed by how quickly you've progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense goes right over my head. But hey, if she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message from you for my lord. Nurgle awaits you at the Dread Isle. Nurgle awaits you at the Dread Isle. Oh, sorry, wrong game. Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. What? What is that supposed to mean? My lord says you may choose to interpret that message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Kevin? Oh, sorry. I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what sad classes did you and that joke of a boss you got take to get your certifications in how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit, too. Bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. I see you weren't all that fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. How disappointing. Was the thought of using it that painful to you? Gift? Kevin? You think you can get away? Fear not. We will encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Schwarzritter you mentioned. Heh. He's the picture of his lord, right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing. Your next destination is the path of beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken a number of different ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here to continue exploring later too. Thank goodness it's right there, huh? I wonder who's going to be inside these. I wonder too. But we'll have to find out when we start the next chapter. Immediately. We'll be starting the next chapter immediately. I'm just saving first. Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church. I humbly accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the goddess above, and both body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments, as her loyal and devoted servant. Ow. Sorry. I don't have a voice for Ein. Or, well, a good one anyway. Screw it. Well, if it isn't Kevin. No, too whiny. Too whiny, come on. How do I give the most badass woman in Ouroboros? No, shh, that's not a thing. That's not even a real spoiler, stop it. How do I give the most badass woman in Zemuria a proper voice? I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation for the sacrament shouting, "Make me a knight, please!" I'd appreciate it if you chucked that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. And not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil, before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. But, well, I had my reasons. Let's just leave it at that. Very well. It doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations. You're now a dog of the church, just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. You might scare some of them right off. Please. You're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like I... Like you what exactly? Huh? Rufina? I thought you were in Remiferia on a mission. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me. Wow. Thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Rias know about all of this yet? Not yet. I'm planning to write to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ein. You've given up so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Oh, think nothing of it. It proved quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy, too. It's a shame all his skills are on the practical side of things, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that might be the case. Oh, right, I gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the General Affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That was completely up to him, and him alone. I would never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that... I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes, he's got the potential, he's got the determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And, call it a hunch, but... I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him, just like it has in you. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet one has more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to be promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man of that reported strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It was just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth exceeds further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. Well, shit, that's not ominous at all. Anyway, Chapter 4, The Dark Stigma. And it's at this point where I'm completely blind to what happens next. So, hey, everything from here on's new to me. Well, I know who's in these ceiling stones, at the very least. That looks like Zin and Prince Olivert. Welcome to the fold. Ugh. Zin. Prince Olivert. Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Shara in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion? Not so much. Yeah, this is real, alright. Still, doesn't Shara count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Liberl. Oh jeez, I love these jerks. Oh jeez. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've got ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterwards. Honestly, you two really are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. Nah, dude, they're used to this shit. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe. That's the situation we find ourselves at this present time. Or to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet rose-kissed muse. Oh, God. Ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita and Josette. Then there's Julia, and even a new face, Rias. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? Ha, ha, ha. Only you. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Hard as it is to believe, he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you've got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. Anyway, I'm just gonna let them talk by themselves. So apparently she's growing a body. The Lord Phantasma had stolen most of her power. The Hermit mastered the Hollow Garden. Stuff we know. Obviously, since this is the Hermit's garden, this is her her abode. Her joie de vivre. Her raison d'etre. Her don't you dare speak French again with those awful, awful lips of yours, you dirty, filthy heathen. That seems reasonable. Yeah, we should be helping her as, well as helping ourselves. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. What else is there to cover? It concerns that Lord of Phantasma you keep mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Rias's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact they're even able to summon devils from the church's texts. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask, I guess. Fortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Gralsritter as a whole, rather than just me. I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself. Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about. God. Yeah, we simply don't have enough to work with at the time being, so... Kevin. What's up? Do you have something else you want to add? No. It's just that I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times. Rias? Wait a sec! Are you not going to go after her? Sorry. I'll be back in a minute. Rias! Wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Rias. Probably wasn't fun to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and over again, shouldn't you? I should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive, so I'm really sorry, okay? When are you going to stop acting? Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all. Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others, while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. You know I didn't mean it like that, Rias. But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you, how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Rias, you do know that. Except, it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone. But on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me. Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you totally got the wrong idea about this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it, And when I'm mad, well, I think you know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was. Oh, I didn't say you weren't easy to read. For me, at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of that Schwarzritter, always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us, and try to keep us in the dark. No, maybe you've even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes, too. Come on now, you can't seriously. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should sit things up a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's just starting to make you jump to some really out-there conclusions. And being tired out's only gonna make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I generally was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're gonna be working together from now on, so... Enough. Huh? Everything you're saying is just... meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so... empty. So... bye, bitch. I still haven't got the sun door, but everything else I've gotten. I basically just did the gold and silver corridors, while, from last episode. Oh. Hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. The sun door one. The one with, Josette on the airship. That awful minigame. I haven't done that one. I also haven't gotten the 100 battles off screen yet, so I need to do that too. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Gralsritter. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the Church deems most unforgivable, almost single-handedly. I figured you know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted be close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So, I decided that, for the time being at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else. I see. Wise Man was your work too, wasn't it? Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious, too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance you might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. All I cared about was finding out what Wise Man and you were up to, and where you were for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her. I thought so. And yet, all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express. Why's that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Wise Man's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in this whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay. Oh, sweet Adios, now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you is the perfect way to do that. That's all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. It really is just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer now. Honestly, you're totally right. If Rias is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable of helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you got my back. Right back at you. Aww. So yeah. We learned that Kevin's kind of a prick. Not that we didn't know that already, but he's just a jerk with a heart of gold, guys. Anyway.
Alright!
Right.
We've got 2 doors that need Zin and Chloe to open them. So guess what? They're going to be in our party. And we're also going to mess around with some slots, as we do. And let's go bug some NPCs before we head on out. Just need to find out where they're all hiding. Make sure to max out fishing, Mirror and Nightmare Arena mode. Oh god. Why does this game do this to me? Who thought that was a good idea? Oh jeez. Phony priest obviously says something to make her mad, and this is the result. Okay, fine, maybe. If you want to keep lying to yourself, Kevin, then go right ahead. If that's what makes you happy, I won't stop you. But as long as you keep doing so, I don't want to talk to you. Damn, dude. You're getting shot down pretty hard by your girlfriend there. There's a number of interesting books here. These are all the books from that fetch quest in Trails in the Sky first chapter, where you were looking for books. So, if you ever want to read those again, they're there. I guess everyone else is hanging out over here. Oh, right. Fine, I'll read the cat one. Kitty talk for dummies. No. No. Nyawn. Nyago. Damn it. Well, I've read the kitty talk one. Now you know how to talk to cats. Cats go woof. Anyway, it seems like Julia, Mueller, and Olivier are chilling out here. If that pitiable thing had been left to the outside world without me to watch over it, I shudder to think about what would have happened. I come to his defense, but no, I can't blame you. Still, spending so much of my time pretending to be someone I'm not can be terribly exhausting. Then all shall know of Olivier, the Gospeler of Love. You moron. Gospeler of Love? That's what you're going with? Who else thinks he's gonna be even more of a menace to society than the Black Ornament Gospels ever were? Oh, it's fine, guys. He's fine. He's just a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy who's never done anything wrong in his life. Alright then. Let's open up the cube. Cube us away! Anyway, we want to head to the end of the corridor here. Because if memory serves... Yeah, there's the treasure chest just before the warp we want to grab. Is there a button assigned for the warping? Is there actually, like, a warp assigned button? Please tell me there is actually a warp assigned button. Well, there's not one I can see. Maybe it's different on the PSP version. That's probably it. I'd probably have to jump into the config menu. And that takes time. It might also be the icon below me, that is true. Anyway, since we got the entrance exam results, we can open up Moondoor 3, since we've got Chloe in our party. I'm also just gonna make a save, because why not? Anyway, let's open up the moon door. See what's going on in here. No worries. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Spring came, but it took far more time doing so than the average year. We're back in Genus Royal Academy. Oh boy. One by one, the magnolia flowers began to show their faces to the world, as if reluctant to let their long slumber end. And with the changing of the seasons, a brand new student at the infamous Genus Royal Academy set foot into its grounds, slightly later than her peers. Well, here I am. I wonder who this mysterious transfer student could be. Okay, I can do this. It couldn't possibly be someone we know. No, I'm not even kidding. Oh ho! So that's our famous transfer student, huh? A hawk. Nah, seems more like a falcon. I wonder who this mysterious boy could be. I'm certain we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of him in the later games. Nope. I'd sworn to myself that I would stop relying on other people. I'd had enough of being restricted in how to live. I'd had enough of following the rails laid out for me by other people. I was going to put my own 2 feet on the ground and start living my own life by myself. That was my resolve, and I intended to abide by it. But somewhere in my heart, I had already realized that resolve of mine was nothing more than an excuse. Social Studies classroom. First year joint class. Settle down, settle down. I've got someone to introduce to you all. This is our new transfer student, Chloe Rins. She's going to be studying... Oh, social studies, apparently. You'll be with me, then. Well, why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Of course. My name is Chloe Rins, and starting today, I will be a first-year student at this academy. I've been looking forward to beginning my life at this wonderful academy for some time, so I'm truly delighted to be here. It's an honor to be able to count myself among your number. I'm still an inexperienced child in many ways, so I fear I may cause you all trouble in the coming days and weeks. But I intend to work as hard as I can for the betterment of myself, my class, and my school, so I do hope we can all get along. Damn, girl, laying it on thick, aren't we? I sure wasn't expecting a transfer student at this time of year. I wonder if she's from a rich family or something. She sure sounds stuffy, so it would fit. She's obviously got some kind of special circumstances to be enrolling in May. Excuse me, but could I ask a question? Where do you live? You're from Liberal, right? Yes, I'm from Grancel. Do you have any hobbies? Not especially. What? For reals? That's kind of boring. Still, no matter how much I think about it, nothing comes to mind. I suppose I could say making sweets, but I don't feel like I do that enough for it to qualify as a hobby. Isn't the entrance exam for transfer students supposed to be crazy hard? You must be really smart to be able to pass it. Harder than the ones the rest of us took? No way! That was nuts as it was! You must be quite smart. Okay, class, that's enough. I'm sure you must all have things you want to ask our new student. They can wait until after class. Hey guys, I was here first. Shh. Go and take a seat, Chloe. Oh, yes, ma'am. It's like the game knew who I was. Like, years before I knew who I was. What? No, that's crazy. Alright then, time to get started with our lesson. If you would, open your textbooks to page 23. A mysterious transfer student. Now there's a surefire recipe for catching my interest. Oh, Jill, what are you doing? 2 weeks passed at the academy. Despite the passing of time, the student's interest in the transfer student showed no signs of letting up, and she was soon the talk of the whole school. Hey, Falcom. Give me my royalties, bitch. All anyone wanted to talk about was her, how smart she was, how unusually polite she was, among other things. Her peers thought the formalities were largely due to nerves, and that she would naturally ease up over time, but the reality was somewhat different. Whew, I'm glad that's over. Glad I attended class today. We ended up covering so much. Come on, Monica, it's time for practice. Coming! Oh shit, I forgot my notes. Oh dear, did everyone go home already? I haven't handed out all these printouts yet. Oh, it's Miss Viola. She looks like she needs help with something. Maybe I could volunteer. No time like the present. Miss Viola, is there anything I can help you with? You seem rather troubled about something. Well, there is, but I'd feel a little bad asking you to help me with it. Well, if you insist. Of course. Miss Viola handed out a pile of printouts to Chloe. Could you go and hand these out to all the social studies students then? One each. They're rather important too, so try and see that everyone gets one. I'll get to work right away. Thank you so much. Okay, gotta run. There's a staff meeting starting soon. Let's see. Oh no, we're gonna have to talk to all the students in class, the social studies class. I caught myself there. I was about to say class 7. It's almost like they've done this before. Or they did it again, I guess. This would be the first time. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. No wonder she wanted these handed out right away. I might as well start with the students still here. After that, I can go to speak with the ones who've gone to their respective clubs, as well as those who've returned to their dormitories. Okay, to work I go. And thus begins the adventures of Chloe Schwarzer. Chloe Rins. No relation to the Schwarzers. And I'm just gonna let these random NPCs talk to themselves. She does use a sword. And somewhat similar. Hers is definitely lighter than his. Oh, closest to Elise. Yeah, actually. She's a little bit older, but, shh. Don't, no. He was adopted by them, and they love him very much. Crazy how polite she is, huh? Yeah, I guess. She's a bit too polite, though, if you ask me. Makes it a bit hard to feel comfortable talking to her. I bet she's a real bitch deep down. God damn it, Roy. Don't say that about people you've never met. Personally, I'm backing Felicity. Naturally. But she doesn't seem to have any interest in the position, unfortunately. I'm not gonna let that stop me, though. Yeah, it's that girl. You know, the one we, drugged to her arranged marriage proposal. That was fun times. Is there any social studies students in this natural studies classrooms? He didn't rely on guesswork either. His evidence for his beliefs is sound too. I really do look up to him. God. Science nerds. Well, the faculty lounge is in use, so... Yeah, those characters were probably... Well, either they graduated and, you know, they weren't important, or they were just like, hey, let's add these characters later. Because I imagine they'd probably graduated, you know, after you meet Chloe for the first time, so... I'm sure while the characters themselves know Leo and Lucy, they don't actually need to be, you know, referenced in the game. It's pretty much implied importance at this point. All we know is that she exists in some capacity, and she does things of a certain nature. Saying any more than that would be a bit spoilerific, so... We have no idea who this crazy Lucy girl is or where she's from. Hades, help us! Where is that loser? I would have thought we would have found him by now. Lucy, I'm not sure I can stand much more of this. Stop your whining, you! I bet you've secretly been slacking off with your search the whole time, haven't you? I have not. I just don't get it. We're swimming in eyewitness reports of him, but us running into him? It's not happening. Why? I don't think our odds of capturing him today are especially high, Leo. What should we do? I suppose we'll just have to do what we can without him for now. The two of us can handle the majority of the student council's work. But we are going to need his approval in the end, so you two need to keep up your search. Find him as soon as possible. Right. I'll see you two later. Righto. Oh, Hans, you poor, pathetic boy. Well, I guess we better get back to work. If we must. God damn it, Hans. You're just the worst, aren't you? Huh? Chloe? What brings you here with a pile of printouts in hand? Oh. Well... I'm just helping Miss Viola with some of her work, you see. By going around after classes giving out printouts? You're one model student. I would have turned her down if I was in your position. Well, how about this? Why don't we give you a hand with it? The two of us are going to be walking around the school for a while because of some other work, so it'd be no skin off our backs. Oh, I don't want to trouble you. I was the one who accepted this task, so it's my duty to see it through to the end. Well, if you excuse me, I should probably be getting back to it. Good luck with your own work. Damn, Chloe. So, like, guess who's sharing a room with her? Me. Huh, really? She's supposed to be a real genius from all I've heard about her. Sounds like one convenient room arrangement if you ever find yourself stuck on homework. Well, I guess you could see it that way, but it's like, I don't know. She's really pleasant and polite and all, but it's sorta... It's like she doesn't want to be super close to anyone. Yeah, I get what you mean. But if you're sharing a room with her, you can't be total strangers, right? Don't you talk sometimes? Not really. Hi and good night is about the most we do, to be honest. I wish I could talk to her normally. Hey, Chloe, they want to talk to you normally. Wait, no, they don't. They ran off. If you happen to encounter the student council president, inform us at once. Oh, are you the new transfer student? Yes, that's right. I take it this is your first time coming to this room. There's no need to be so nervous. I'm the student council's vice president, Lucy Sealand. He's our secretary and accountant, Leo. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're very welcome to come here whenever you like. She's so pretty. My name is Chloe Rins. It's nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. Your academic life here probably isn't going to be all smooth sailing, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Just try and enjoy yourself. I believe in you. Thank you. Guys, I think this might actually be Lucy's harem, and Lechter's just along for the ride. Anyway, can't go in the girls' locker room. So, too bad for you. Apparently, Chloe hasn't been to the school cafeteria either, which is kind of surprising. And Jill's like, seriously, let me help you out. Chloe's like, oh no, that's fine. I'll do it by myself, you know, as I do. I know you. Chloe Rins, wasn't it? Do you have some business with me? Well, not personally, no. I've been entrusted with the task of giving a printout to you by Miss Viola. Chloe handed me a printout. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. What? Joint classes seem to be worth an awful lot while we're first years. Wait, physical education is worth 5 whole credits? Idios, help me. Yeah. I am archiving these series of videos on YouTube, actually. Let me go and pull up the link and put it in the chat here so people can see it. Give me uno momento as I go and find it. Right, I need to update this, but yeah. I've got it right here. And hopefully that should turn up. Unfortunately, I'm not listed under Logic Blade on YouTube, so I have to go with my account I've had since like 2007 on there. I suppose I should probably leave him alone for a while. Well, if you'll excuse me. Wait a moment. Yes? Oh no. It's just that, according to this printout, our examinations will be taking place in 6 weeks' time. Make sure you study thoroughly for them. I don't want to hear any excuses if you don't strive for the top. Absolutely. I'll devote myself fully to my studies. Damn it, why am I telling Chloe to study? Excellent, glad to hear it. Logic acts as if he could borrow some of my reference books, so I'm in the process of choosing ones to give to him. He really is alarmingly dedicated to his studies. That's no bad thing, though. On the contrary, I think it's great. Yeah, sure. Reference books. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bet they're gonna reference, 69 different positions you can find yourself in to study better. Ha, ha, right. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Lucy sure is gorgeous, isn't she? The Kama Sutra? No. I wonder if all the girls in Remiferia are so pretty. I sure wish I was. Remiferia. Zemurian Sweden. Basically. It doesn't matter, it's not important. Certainly not enough to get a game. A full game. Look at that. Alright, the auditorium. The captain of the fencing club. Maybe I should show all these terrible boys up. Played Nayuta? Or Akatsuki, or whatever it was called. I think it was Akatsuki, actually. And the answer is no. No, I have not. Yeah. Well, looks like I found the last ones. Hopefully. Is that you, Monica? Finally, we've been waiting for you, What is a Nayuta? Probably doesn't matter. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. What? You didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who made a mistake. Oh, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was the one who made a mistake. Okay, stop right there. Don't mind her, Chloe. She's kind of slow at the uptake at times like these. Did you need something from us, though? We're gonna start practicing, so we can't hang around and talk long. Oh, I see. Still, I'm relatively sure they're in our class. No, Chloe, give them the printouts. Actually, no, she just wants to join the club. Oh man, we'd be so stoked to have you as a member. You might want to let her speak before busting out the confetti and streamers. Seriously, just ignore her, Chloe. If you don't, we'll be here all day. We really do need to start soon, though, so could you make whatever you need quick? Oh, sure. Sorry. Well, I just came to deliver this, that's all. Aw, this is all you were here for? A credits list? I got my hopes up for nothing. Boo. I'm sorry about that. But yes, that was all I wanted, so I'll let you go ahead and start practice. Oh, thanks. She's kind of weird, right? She's the mysterious transfer student everyone's talking about. You wouldn't expect her to be too normal. Oh, that's her, huh? I wish she'd stayed and joined the club. Chloe, join the club right now. You march your butt in that door and say, hey, I'm joining the club. Let me join the club. Let me join the club. Okay, I guess I can't do that. What do you want? I'm not really in the mood to talk. I just want to smoke on campus. Who the hell am I missing? Or do I just have, like, somebody at the old schoolhouse here? That's probably what's happening. I probably got someone hiding at the old schoolhouse, and that's why I can't find them. Hey, Ricky. Why are we here? Spring has come, and yet in my heart, it's still the middle of winter. Why does everything in my life have to go wrong? Excuse me? Oh, I know you. You're the transfer student, right? I wish I was smart like you. Miss Viola told me to deliver this to you. Chloe handed Anton a printout. I shouldn't even need this. I should have graduated. But here I am redoing the year again. What? I can't believe I have to do my third year all over again. This is the worst. I was so full of hope when I first enrolled here, and look at me now. I'm not sure what to say in this situation. Oh, poor. Fate just has it in for poor Anton here. Hey there, you look like you're in a hurry. Personally, I think he made a major mistake picking that course in the first place, though. He's not built for all that work. Damn, Ricky. Yeah, considering they were classmates, I'm kind of surprised Chloe has said nothing about him whatsoever. Okay, but seriously, who the asterisks am I missing? Let me go take a look-see here. Okay, I see what's happening. I see what's happening here. They want me to go back to the auditorium. Those sneaky sons of bitches. That's not the auditorium, though. The auditorium's over here. So we want to head back into the locker room. Or no, that's a lie. Damn it, where is she hiding? She's probably hiding in that changing room. Bet now they've done all the events, the changing room is open, and there she is. Found her. And apparently she found what she was looking for, though. And we can see why Japan doesn't have all these things voiced, because holy crap, voicing all these lines would be awful. Yeah, she forgot to hand them out last year, too. We got them eventually, but it was like forever after we should have. She might be pretty, but she's kinda not all there, if you know what I mean. Yeah, mostly for the NPCs. Like, you're obviously a nice girl, so if you don't, she might end up taking advantage of that. There you are, Monica. You realize we can't start without you, right? But I need to keep doing what I can. Yeah, I think that would have been great. Oh, definitely. They probably, like, what, charge by line in Japan? Maybe I was desperate to cling on to something to keep from losing sight of myself. The world made it seem like you could only broaden your horizons by interacting with others, but there I was, stubbornly refusing to come out of my shell. Or was it really stubbornness? In some way, I can't explain, it was more like obsessing over the idea I could grow as long as I pushed myself. It's not like I wanted to be left behind. It's not like I wanted to be alone. As long as I tried hard enough, maybe I'd one day stop feeling like I was always running in place. Yeah, no, scenes like that are just weird. It's like, you know, ripped out of a visual novel where the main character would never speak, but all the other characters would. And it's just like, yeah, you're clearly talking, you just say absolutely nothing. I certainly hope not. I'm sure there's plenty of lines that would be, given the Chiplock special. Hold on a minute. I don't have a printout left for me. I wonder if I left mine in the classroom. I must have. I better go back and get it. Can I really keep going on like this? So yeah, the transfer student came by earlier. Oh, the super smart one? Yeah, anyway. So yeah. I should hurry back to my room and go over what we learned in class. I need to go over our credit list again, too. Oh, damn, Chloe, you can't keep running away from people. It's trails in the sky. It's all about bonds. You gotta bond with people, Chloe. I'm feeling kind of tired. Oh, if you were sighing before, you're gonna be sighing now. Hey there, pretty lady. Huh. You're the student council president, right? Bingo. Name's Lechter. Sure is a gorgeous sunset today, huh? Yeah, yes it is. So, what are your impressions of the academy? Well, I think it's a wonderful place. It's well equipped in terms of facilities, for one thing. It has everything needed to really cultivate a good environment for learning, and I'm happy to have chosen it. My hunch was right on the money. I knew you'd take it that way. As opposed to... I'm sorry, did I misunderstand you? Well, I was more asking about your life at the academy outside all the book junk. Maybe it's just me, but you don't really seem to be letting loose or having any fun. Well, I do feel as though I'm still adjusting to life here, so there's a lot I have yet to learn. But I'll keep working as hard as I can on doing so. I promise. really what you came here to do, though? Pardon me? Heh. Man, you're too serious. Have you ever tried playing hooky? Like, ever? At least once. I might not look the part, but I am the student council president, you know? Our work's pretty damn easy, too. What do you think? Are you inviting me to join? Only if you have a thing for long nights filled with exciting paperwork and super duper enthralling schedules. Sorry, I should have done that in a monotone voice. Aw, I was hoping for some kind of reaction. Yeah, Lechter knows things. We don't know how he knows things, but he knows things. If he's the president, there must be something respectable about him, but I'm not seeing it. Chloe, you got it right the first time. What happened to you? How do I put this? I feel like I couldn't trust him with so much as a 10 mira coin. Oh, whoops. After Milia was bugging me about showing up to lessons once in a while, I should probably cough up some new excuse to ditch. Has to be 50. Man, inflation hit Zemuria hard. I mean, I could go, but where's the fun in that? Pissing her off's like watching a pot boil over, though, so whatever crap I make up better be really convincing. Yep, I think my instincts were dead on. I should really be heading back to the dormitory now. You might want to watch how you stand when I'm kicking it down here. My view's awesome, if you catch my drift. Excuse me? That way's the boys' dorm. Oh boy. This one's gonna be like pulling teeth. Maybe don't add her to your harem, you bastard. Several days later, after classes. Hey man, you saw our panties. He knows which ways the panties go. The Student Council, an autonomous body run by students, for students, responsible for maintaining order and overseeing student activities. And their most important duty of all is searching for their president! He's not here either! Where is that ruffian? I was sure he'd think he'd got us and come back to the council room this time. Sure of it! I swear, every time we do manage to find him, he gets 1,000 times more capable of hiding from us. Where could he be? We've searched the school buildings, we've searched the dorms. Where's left? The shrubs on the grounds? He's just taunting us now. Get it together, Hans. We're gonna find him, and we're gonna force feed him every single piece of paperwork he's got piling up. Right on. That's not how you process paperwork. Huh? Chloe? What are you doing sitting here? Oh, hello. I just had a little free time, so I thought I would try and use it productively. Is that lesson prep work? Man, you're so dedicated. I think I can see you were able to pass the legendary transfer student entrance exam. It's really just something to pass the time. It's not like I'm working every waking hour of the day. Oh yeah, guess it wouldn't hurt to ask. You haven't seen Lechter around, have you? Lechter? I'm almost scared to ask, but he didn't try anything funny on you, did he? No. Sort of. I'm so sorry. This is all our fault for not keeping that nut job on a leash. I don't know how we can begin to apologize to you. Whatever he did, we'll be absolutely sure it never happens again. Or anything else for that matter. So please forgive us. We're begging you. It's okay, honestly. He really didn't do anything major to me. Honest. Major Lechter. No. Stop. Stop. Really? Yes. You just tried to tease me a little. It was harmless fun. You nearly gave me a heart attack, Chloe. I thought I was gonna faint or something. Seriously, it's getting to the point where I feel like I need to apologize every time I hear his name. Thank Adios. Maybe just a bit. Is he really that much of a troublemaker? Oh, troublemaker? That's cute. Honestly, with a personality like that, he's a walking nightmare straight from Gehenna. We've lost count of how many times he's ran away from doing his council work in the past couple weeks alone. Which would be bad enough if it weren't for the fact that he's usually out raising hell for people instead. So instead of doing our own work, we're either out searching for him, or apologizing for things he's done. And that's why the council's most important policy is, if he's not in our sights, the sooner we find him, the better. At least he's not Campanella. That's like small mercies. If you're thinking we can't be a very effective student council like that, well, you're right. I see. Something wrong, Chloe? Oh no, nothing really. But speaking of Lechter, he was sleeping on top of the clubhouse roof not long ago. He was? Well, that explains why we couldn't find him. We didn't check there. You're the best, Chloe. Thanks a ton. Not at all. It was actually Sig who noticed him there, but I suppose I shouldn't tell them that. Come on, Hans. We got some trash to bring in. Damn straight. Seriously, thanks, Chloe. We owe you big time. See you later. Oh, sure. Or Blue Blanc. Yes, I don't think Lechter has what it takes to be a rival in beauty and love. So that's what he's usually like. My instincts about him being irresponsible were right, I see. Still, maybe I can change him. No. That question he asked me. Was that really what you came here to do, though? There he is. What? Where is he? He was there a second ago. I saw him. And why isn't he here now? Crap. Where'd he go? Oh. Looks like Chloe's heading off somewhere else. Maybe we should ask her again if she saw anything. Huh. Oh, sure, I guess. Can't hurt. I mean, she was the one who let us up here in the first place. She'd probably be a useful asset in our search in general if we could convince her to help. Yeah, let's go down and talk to her. Chloe, our favorite person. Oh, hello again. Was he not on the roof? No, he was. He just managed to disappear before we could wring our hands around his stupid neck. Can't believe he managed to escape again. It doesn't make any sense to us, though. It's not like there was anywhere to hide up there. He was too far up to be able to just jump down. That does seem strange. So, you know, we were wondering if you have some idea where he might have gone next. It doesn't even need to be a specific location like last time. Anything useful you might have on him to share away. Please, anything will do. Well, you really do seem to need some help. I might have some kind of idea. Wait, you do know something? I don't, but I know someone who might. Let me ask him for you. Sig! Whoa! You have a falcon? Is he your pet or something? Oh no. He's more like a friend. Screet! Ha! Ha! Gotcha! Sig, you haven't seen Lechter, have you? He was that slovenly boy who was sleeping on the clubhouse roof not long ago. Screet? Screet, screet, screet. So you lost sight of him? No, it's alright. Don't worry about it. Sorry for calling you then. Thanks for trying to help. Screet! Wow. He really must be fast if Sig can't keep up with him. I think we're a bit too busy having our minds blown by you talking to a falcon to feel impressed by Lechter right now. You're telling me. You're a true enigma. Did I do something strange? Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just genuinely amazed. That makes two of us. Shame that superpower of yours didn't get us any closer to finding Lechter. Indeed. Still, if Sig couldn't find him, it could mean he's inside one of the buildings. Probably in one that's relatively quiet at this time of day. Actually, that helps narrow things down a lot. It just leaves empty classrooms, the dorms, the auditorium, the old schoolhouse. That sounds like plenty of places if you ask me. Would you like me to help you? Really? You're sure you wouldn't mind? I thought you had something else you needed to do. I was just gonna have a go and have a look around at some of the clubs, but I can do that anytime. Well, I do feel kind of bad about asking you to put yourselves out for us, but you really would be a serious help. I don't think we could wish for better, even. You're totally sure, though. We wouldn't want to force you. Of course. Great! Let's get to work, then. He's not gonna know what hit him. Oh, you guys are searching for that devil, too. Same here. He's in real trouble when I get my hands on him. Oh god, why'd you piss off the janitor? Or the gym teacher. He's on a bench, then he just up and disappeared. Surprise, we found him. We found you. You're not getting away this time. It's time to come quietly. What exactly is that you're reading? It's kitty talk for dummies. Nyago. Nya. Nya. Have you been sitting here reading that all this time? Thank you, Jill. Thank you. I just closed my eyes and kept running forward through a vast empty world, living the hardest I could. It wasn't that running would achieve anything, and it wasn't as if I would suddenly be able to leave the ground and fly by doing so. It was just that, if I had stood still, the small, perfectly enclosed garden around me would suddenly feel too uncomfortably vast. Lechter was right. Just what had I come here to do? Join the student council. Join the student council. After that, Chloe decided to join the fencing club so that the skills Julia taught her didn't grow rusty during her time at the academy. That makes sense. If I used my mouse more, I probably would be just fine doing it. She also found herself being roped into helping Jill and Hans search for the nefarious Lechter quite often, too. Then, roughly a month after all this began, everyone's favorite time of the academic year finally arrived. Summer vacation. Wait, no, that's my favorite time of the year. Pretty much, yeah. She's basically, you know, honorary gopher, like Green was an honorary student council member. Right, so here I need to use this formula. Wait, this isn't right. What am I doing wrong? Exam season, huh? Students sure have it rough. You're technically one too, you know. Technically. You are going to study, aren't you? Well... I'll take that as a no. Oh, here you are. An angel shines her majesty upon us. Come on, Lechter. It's time for you to hit those books. But I studied for a whole half second today. I really don't think... Damn, Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Why can't I get you to do that to me? Gross. Wait, no. This is no time for fantasizing. I need to study. Hans, please. Ah, we're finally free. I knew this place wouldn't go easy on us. Those were really hard. I feel like I just want to curl up in bed and sleep for a week now. Oh, Chloe. How'd the exams go for you? Well, alright, I suppose. Now, there's no need to be modest. We know you probably finished in half the time and got all the answers right to boot. The smile says it all. I wish I had your brain. Sure we can't swap? This isn't the place to be loitering. You're stopping people from getting to the stairs. Oops. We're sorry. Oh, and one more thing. The Student Council's work resumes today. I will be expecting both of you in the council room at 2 o'clock for a meeting. Don't even think about being late. Yes, sir. As for you, Chloe, you may do as you see fit. I'm guessing that's his way of saying he'd like you to come along too. You might not technically be a member, but you are our honorary lecture catcher. We kinda need you at this point. I'll bet he's acknowledged you because of that, because believe me, that's a real special talent you got there. I'm not sure I've done enough to warrant that personally. If it's okay for me to go, maybe I will though. It sounds like fun. You might be a bit disappointed if you go along expecting fun. We'd be happy to have you, though. Fun or no fun. So if you're up for it, so are we. Nice. Let's go get ourselves some lunch, and then we can head over there. Alright. Yo, guys. Whoa, Lechter's here? What's the occasion? Hey, you say that as if I'm never here. I'm always here doing nothing, aren't I? At least he's being honest about it. Lucy, I'm so happy to see you again. You're looking well, Hans. How did your exams go? Well, I'd appreciate it if we avoided that fine subject. Much like how you avoided all the subjects you were supposed to study then. Can you stop wasting time and take your seats? We have work to do. Sorry. Well, we're all here, so let's get started. Alright, our first order of the day is... talking about everyone's dreams for the future. You three can go first. Speak of your highest aspirations so that we all might hear. Thank you, Lucy. Please continue, Leo. First, I will go over the Student Council's main orders of business for the year. After that, I will discuss our future activities in more detail. And then we can start to work on allocating the budget. Jill, you spill first. Tell us what desires burn within that pure, sisterly heart of yours. The desire to topple your presidency. As you can see, this fool will be no use at all to the proceedings. Expectedly squat from him. Oh, Lechter. When he's not here, he causes trouble. And when he's here, he causes trouble. So, moving along, if we go by a usual pattern for the year, next month will be... It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. Nope, Lechter is, truly and utterly worthless in every single possible way. Not that they're dependent on him to begin with. No, that doesn't work. Stop it. I'm exhausted. Trying to find Lechter is exhausting, but somehow not having to do it ends up being just as tiring. But at least I was finally reunited with my beloved Lucy. I was dying of loneliness from not getting to see her during the exam period. You liar. You went and met her this morning, didn't you? Something about seeing her before your exams making you do better in them. You're right, I saw you too. Oh, hey. Just what I needed. A few people who look like they got nothing to do. We're a hell of a lot busier than you are. We need to go around with the heads of all the Academy's clubs and start drafting up a budget. Oh, okay. Guess it's up to you, Chloe. Me? Lechter handed an envelope to Chloe. What is this? It's something that needs to be delivered to the mayor of Ruan. Leo's not going to take no for an answer either, so there you go. Enjoy. Sounds very much like it's your job. Mine? You're sure you're not mistaking me for someone else? Oh, and Chloe? You've got a feather on your head. I do? Lechter brushed his hand across Chloe's head. I guess that must have been Sig's. He did say it was almost time for him to start molting, come to think of it. How long has that been there? I hope it wasn't there during the exams. That would be so embarrassing. Wait, you know about Sig? And did you actually talk to him? Okay, good luck delivering with that envelope. Gasp! Lechter head pats. It's a crime. It's a crime. FBI, I'd like to report a crime. You called? Lechter comes in. God damn it. Talk about an enigma. Chloe? You are aware you've just had Lechter's work unceremoniously dumped on you, right? Also, while I hate to be the one to break it to you, there wasn't a feather on your head. He did it again. Come on, you can't let him get away with this. You gotta go after him and force him to take it back. You shouldn't have to do his work for him. I don't disagree. I'm not sure how she's gonna find him if she goes after him now. He's got enough of a head start that we're probably talking like, what, 5 hours to find him? 6? I think it would be faster to just go and do the job myself, wouldn't it? All I have to do is deliver it to the mayor of Ruan, after all. Aw, we were kind of hoping you could help us with our work, too. I'm sorry, Jill. Aw, don't worry about it. No big deal. Do you know the way to the mayor's place? If you don't, I can help with that. Thanks, but I know the way. I've been to visit him once before, actually. Huh, really? Sounds like you should be fine, then. Well, take care of the monsters on the way. Thank you, I will. Well, this is a goodbye for now, I guess. Later. Don't be out too late. I won't. You will. Oh God, how long is this door? Why do you have that envelope? It was forced on you by Lechter, wasn't it? Ah, it's fine, of course. I'll make sure it's delivered. Head south on the highway to reach Ruan. The mayor's mansion is on the east side of the town's southern block. Don't get lost. I won't, thank you. I wonder if this is supposed to be payment for doing this errand or something. I ended up hitting him again. Why did I do it? Every time I see his face, I just feel like punching him. Oh, Lucy. I think you might just be a sadist. It's okay, though. Everyone awakens to, you know, something at some point in time in their lives. I understand that feeling all too well. If you don't punch Lechter in the face, who will? Oh, we technically need permission to leave the academy, because we're students. We can't just leave the academy on our own, like, you know, responsible individuals. No, we need permission. We need to hold it. We need our teachers to hold our hands. God. Sorry, I'm having flashbacks to bad times. My name is Lechter, and I currently serve as president of this academy's student council. Ah, are you here to have a look around the school? Oh, that won't be a problem at all. Who is this person, and why does he look like Lechter? So this is the president of the academy's student council. What a fine young man. How fitting for such an esteemed academy. Lechter does his own thing. Lechter lives his best life. Yeah, I bet he wanted to ask Miss Milia a question. Naturally, I have no objections to granting you permission. Get out of my sight at once, vile woman. And a certain element of their work does involve a lot of running. She looks so much more chipper now. I suppose I have him to thank for that. Maybe it was a good idea to put the Imperial Princess in the same classroom as the Erebonian person, who's definitely not a spy. Anyway, I guess we just get to fast travel to Ruan. That's nice. Don't get to go out onto the road. Don't get to fight monsters. Aww. Damn it, I missed some good ones. Oh well. This isn't the first time I've had the chance to walk through here like this. Not like I could before. Last time I came here was during the 100 Days War. God damn it, Lechter. Whoops. I forgot you can't cross the bridge at this time of day. Guess I'll try heading to the mayor's mansion later. It's no big deal anyway. Lechter didn't make it seem too urgent. It's so nice to see this town so lively. It really has changed in atmosphere since then. Lechter, you're a student. That's a bar. That's illegal. Isn't that a casino? Please tell me he isn't in there for the reason I think he is. He better not be. Lechter, what are you doing here? We're students. Gambling is expressly forbidden. I know. I mean, I'm the student council president. Of course I know. Yes, come to Papa. I find myself doubting how he could be more by the minute. Maybe I should ask the dean next time I see him, so I can make sure this isn't some kind of elaborate ruse. That sounds like the bridge coming down. Finally, I can go visit the mayor now. I'll be leaving now. I need to go and take care of your work for you. You stay right where you are. Right. Right. Just a little bit more. Are you even paying attention? Just stay here, please. It's not gambling if he doesn't collect the winnings. Nope. That's just throwing your money away. Excuse me. I'm a student of Genus Royal Academy here on Student Council business. Would it be possible for me to meet with Mayor Dalmore? I'm afraid not. He's currently not in, you see. If your business isn't urgent, might I recommend coming back another day? I'll be happy to hear what you have to say. I'm the Mayor Stuart Gilbert, and I act as his representative during his absence. So you're a student of Genus Royal Academy, are you? That's correct, sir. I've come to deliver an envelope from the student council to the mayor. Ah, I see. It's the list of all the Academy students for the current year. As you know, students generally live in dorms, and obviously there are large numbers of them coming and going year after year. It makes keeping track of all the residents of the region that much easier when the school submits a list of all students like this. Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. To tell you the truth, I was once a student of the Academy. Not just any student either. I was part of the student council as well. Genus's council is a fine organization. They're proud as they are noble-minded, with a true dedication to carrying out their duties and bettering the academy they serve and belong to. I see. It's hard to believe that was ever the case, looking at the current student council. The experience I gained there continues to be valuable to me to this very day. I'm sure the same will be true for you in your adult life too, so continue to work in part of it as the best you can. Thank you, I will. I'm not actually a member, though. Well, if you will excuse me, I wouldn't want to keep you any longer. Oh, it was no trouble. If I can do anything else to help you in the future, by all means stop by. I might be able to help. Thank you very much. Yep. It'll certainly be very useful when he joins another organization. Of great import. I wonder if he's actually still here like I told him to be. I knew it. Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to know where the student who was sitting here is gone, would you? I'm trying to find him. Ah, you must mean Master Lechter. Master Lechter? A young lady came to collect him not long ago. She did punch him before they departed, however. Thank you, Helios, for Lucy. I'm so sorry for the trouble he's caused you. On behalf of the students of this academy, I hope you won't think ill of us for the actions of one of our students. Our student council president, no less. I really do apologize. Oh, on the contrary, Master Lechter is a valued customer of ours. Incidentally, should you happen to have the chance to speak to him, we've placed the coins from the game he was in the middle of in his pool as usual. If you could let him know that, it would be greatly appreciated. Alright then. No, you're not supposed to let students gamble, goddammit. I'm exhausted. I can't believe he's even an active gambler. He's so far gone. I'm not sure how to begin trying to get him to turn over a new leaf. Don't let sleeping dogs lie, Chloe. Huh? Oh, it's a baby. Is something wrong? Oh, are you lost? No, I'm not lost. I'm just trying to find something. Like what? I can help you look if you'd like. You don't have to do that, but if you really wanna, it's a red stone. It's really, really pretty. I'm sure I dropped it somewhere around here, but I can't find it. A red stone, right? Yeah. I don't get why I haven't found it already. Chloe found a pretty red stone. Excuse me. This wouldn't happen to be what you're looking for, would it? That's it! Chloe handed the boy the stone. Whew, I'm glad we were able to find it. Yeah. I'm Clem, and, thanks. Anyway, bye. Doink. Are you alright? I'm okay. I'll escort you back home. I can get home on my own. I'm not some dumb kid, you know. I know, but you see, I'm a little lost myself. I was hoping that I might be able to ask your family for directions. So while you might not need my help, would you be willing to let me go with you? Huh? Oh. Then I guess I could, sure. This way. Come on, hurry up. I'm coming. His house is this way, though? I guess he must be from Minoria. Oh my god, this door is long. I think I've been here for like 50 minutes at this point. Oh. What's wrong? Well... The place he led me to was Mercia Orphanage. It was somewhere I knew well. Somewhere that was very important to me. That was also exactly why I knew I shouldn't be here. Because I was so weak-willed that I knew I would rely on everyone here and stop living by myself. I say that, but this was the first place I wanted to see as soon as I arrived in Rouen. Oh, how badly I wanted to run straight here. But I knew I couldn't. I swore when I joined the academy to walk with my own 2 feet, and I would do anything to avoid the places that would make my resolve buckle. What's up with you? Why'd you go quiet? You want me to introduce you to the matron? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little stronger than I was before, right? I've gotten used to life at the academy. I've made friends there. I've resumed practicing my swordsmanship. I've gained stamina through chasing Lechter around. Maybe I'm ready to come back here. Maybe I'm strong enough now. Maybe I can finally walk back inside here with my head held high and not immediately give in to the weakness in my heart. Come on, you're scaring me. You're not sick or nothing, are you? I'm fine. Would you mind showing me inside? Sure, this way. Keep up or I'll leave you behind. I'm a bratty half-pint. Nya. There you are, Clem. Where have you been all this time? Everyone else has long? Goodness! Is that you, Chloe? You've grown so much, haven't you? Matron, It's you. It's really you! Oh dear. I see you still look exactly the same when you're crying. Well, What? What's going on here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hug you out of nowhere. Before I knew it, I was just so happy to see you again. Oh, that's no reason for you to apologize. It's lovely to see you again, Chloe. You too. Oh, look at you. You're still the same darling young lady I've always known after all, aren't you? I'm glad you finally came back too, Clem. But I wish you wouldn't run away like that. I just went to look for something, that's all. If you don't mind me asking, Matron, where's Joseph? You haven't heard the news, then? I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He passed away about 4 years ago. He passed away? One day he went out shopping in Rouen and was caught up in an accident. I'm so sorry. Sweetie, why are you apologizing? I had no idea. If I hadn't been acting so stubbornly, if I hadn't convinced myself I shouldn't come, even though I love it here, if I'd just been more honest with myself, if I'd just come here from the beginning. Is somebody here? Oh, there you are, Clem. Where have you been all this time? Ooh, what are you crying for? These are the children I'm looking after at the moment. Everyone, say hello to our visitor. Joseph, we never knew ye. I bet he just found some virgin to shack up with. Raise her kid. Who knows? I'm Mary. Huh? What's going on? Hiya! Come on, Paul, you gotta say hello. Chloe? The Mercia orphanage you love is right here, you know? So it is. Maybe we should all have some tea. Now seems like as good a time as any. Will you give me a hand making it, Chloe? Of course. Guess not. Guess you got child zoned. From that day forward, I stopped avoiding the orphanage. I made a habit of going there whenever the opportunity presented itself. I buckled, exactly the way I thought I would. I was the same weak little girl I always was, forever craving the warmth of the orphanage, and forever wanting to be surrounded by the lovely matron and the children. When I was there, the world felt bathed in happiness and smiling faces. Because I never knew my mother and father, all my memories of this place were the only ones I had of my childhood. For me, the orphanage I could visit now was exactly the same as the one I fondly remembered from then. When I was there, I could be at peace. I could keep deceiving myself for as long as I needed to. Yet when I was there, I knew. I knew my heart wasn't as pure as I wanted to think it was. My garden, beautiful as it was, continued to stay enclosed. One month later. Oh my god. Why is this door so long? I know I didn't intend to stay out that long. It's so easy to lose track of time when I'm at the orphanage. She stayed there for an entire month, guys. I'd better hurry back to the dorm. True, it does have me in it. Huh? The lights are already off. Jill must have gone to sleep already? Ah! Good evening, my dear. Hello. What are you standing there for? Especially with the lights off. Oh, I was just feeling so lonely without my beloved Chloe around to keep me company that I opted to turn the lights off and sulk. You're never around on our days off lately. I don't know where you're always going, but you sure seem to love it there. Where have you been, anyway? I'm sorry for being out so late. I didn't mean to break curfew, but it just happened. No big deal. The teachers don't suspect a thing. I took care of that. That might not be the case forever if it keeps happening, though. They might notice at some point. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'll try and make sure to return earlier in the future. Matron Teresa might start getting annoyed if I keep staying out so late, too. So? Huh? You didn't answer, by the way. Where have you been going? I know. It's a boy, isn't it? No way it isn't. I've just been going to an acquaintance's house. An acquaintance's house, oh-ho. And what relationship do you have with this acquaintance, dare I ask? It's a place called Mercia Orphanage. I owe a lot to the matron there, so since I live in the region now, I've been able to go visit more often than I could before. An orphanage? Oh, hold up. That's the place between here and Minoria, right? Aw, phooey. I was hoping it was going to be somewhere a little more scandalous. I should have known with you. What do you mean? Well, your answer's such a good girl answer. Spending your days off helping the poor little orphans and all. You're a true model student, aren't you? I'm impressed. Poor little orphans? Don't you dare call them that! What? What right do you have to talk about them like they're objects of pity? And I am not a good girl. Excuse me. I didn't think I'd ever see her like that. I've done it again, haven't I? Me and my big mouth. She's got me all wrong. I'm not some kind of model student or good girl like she thinks I am. It's not why I'm always going to the orphanage. Yeah, I can believe that. I think this is the only time we see Chloe act kind of like this. Where am I going? Let's head to the schoolhouse. Maybe something will happen. What's wrong with me? My heart just won't stop pounding. Why am I acting like this? Meanwhile, in the boys' dorm... Maybe I should talk to Hans. Wait, shit, really? God damn it! I wasn't sure where I was going and I just... God, fuck! Ah! I was just kind of like wandering around and I was just like, okay, I'll go up inside the schoolhouse and see what's going on, and nope! God damn it! And apparently I'm Jill now. That's not Hans's room. That's not Mr. Effort's room. That's not Hans's room either. God damn it. Yo, bitch, wake up. Your booty call's here. That you, Jill? Hold on, I'll open the door. What the heck are you doing here? It's late. Did something happen? Not really. Your face tells me that's a big old lie. Come on in. I'm by myself at the moment anyway. Don't try any funny business, okay? As if I would. Now get your butt inside. A girl in a boy's room alone at night? How scandalous. God damn it. Oh well. So, what happened? Something to do with Chloe, right? I can't keep anything from you, can I? Have you ever fought with her before? Not yet, no. She's the type to just apologize before offering her opinion on anything. So we've got nothing to fight about, really. You asking because you have? Yeah. I really hate myself sometimes, Hans. I just can't seem to stop myself from blurting out insensitive stuff, even when I don't mean it. She was really angry, too. Angry? Chloe? Man, I can't even imagine that. I wish I could have seen it. Can you be serious, Hans? I am. I'm just not sure how to face her now. So I don't want to go back to my room tonight. Can I sleep here? Proposal denied. You're sleeping in your own room and that's final. I don't know what you said, but I'm sure she'll forgive you if you apologize. I don't know. Even if I do try to apologize, there's every chance she'll ignore me. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time she's lost a friend over something like this. All delaying going back is going to do is postpone the inevitable, but I can hardly blame her for being scared. How are you already asleep? Leo? Wow, you're sure back late today. You see, there's a perfectly good reason why Jill is here. I tried to say that she should go back to her own room, but wouldn't you know it, she wouldn't listen. Then... How this situation arose is of no consequence. We will be sleeping outside tonight. I can't even tell if he believed me or not. Damn, Leo, you're one good dude. Although I would probably just sleep in my bed and not give a shit. I feel like I can't understand myself at all these days. Please don't stand behind me like that. It's creepy. Someone's in a bad mood. She's not looking too good. I always wished I could have a normal life like everyone else. An ordinary family, ordinary friends. But wishing for those things just doesn't get you them. And no matter how hard I try, nothing seems to work out. I just can't seem to make any progress. I getcha. You were so frustrated you end up lashing out against a friend who's kinda on the dense side. That's not what happened at all. I'm not you. I might be annoyed at her, but Jill's still very important to me. But I'm not wrong either. I'm not going there because I pity the children, or because I'm a good girl. The children there are wonderful. They don't need pity. I'm going there because I enjoy being there, and because it's important to me. I don't need to be made out to be some kind of saint for going somewhere I like. Because I'm not. That's not who I am. I I just want it to be family. Why does nothing work out like how I want it to? No matter how much I want friends and family, I just can't get them. Are they destined to be forever out of my reach? You're spilling all the beans tonight, huh? What about you? Is there anything in the world that you take seriously? Just one thing where you refuse to compromise? You know, you can be pretty scary when you start shouting. Forget it. Shouting at you isn't going to solve anything. So, you still don't know why you're mad, right? You're not even listening to me, are you? I just told you why. It's because I'm not going there out of pity. It's not why I'm going there at all. Because it's genuinely important to me. And because... now we're just going around in circles. Sorry, but this is boring as sin. Where are you going? At least listen to me. I'm trying to have a serious discussion with you. You can't walk away in the middle of it. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, get yourself a clear answer to my question. These things are like a knotted up rope. If you don't untangle the heart of the problem, you'll just get more and more wrapped up in yourself. What does that even mean? That's for you to find out. Lechter! Oh, who am I even kidding? He's probably just trying to bully me. No, he's not. He seems like he never takes anything seriously, but in reality, he does. You still don't know why you're mad, right? These things are like a knotted up rope. You don't untangle the heart of the problem, you'll just get more and more wrapped up in yourself. He's right. Why am I so angry about this? What's got me so worked up? Why? Deep down, I knew all along what I was doing. All that time, I had been pretending not to notice the truth, but I had known since the very beginning. And to avoid facing that fact, I kept desperately clinging on to everything I could, telling myself I was right over and over again, trying to convince myself it was true. Maybe it was because I was afraid that if I accepted it, I was going to lose everything. That was why my heart was so restless. Yeah, Lecter's a very, very sweet and attentive boy. That's a lie. He's not very sweet. He's not very much of a boy either. So I guess he's just attentive. Yeah. That's what we're going with. He's an attentive person. I guess this must be the place. This is the door that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started reading it, not knowing what it was. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, God. Well, it's not like I have to do anything too daring today. All I need to do is scope it out for now. I know I didn't mean any harm by what I said, but that's no excuse. I never should have made fun of the kids here without knowing anything about them. Which is why I'm going to come here, get to know more about the place, and then try to apologize to her. Maybe then she'll forgive me. Super secret ultra spy, you are not, Jill. Huh? Looks like there's nobody here. Whew. Wow. This place is actually pretty cute. Well, here comes the hard part. Jill? What are you doing here? What? Fancy seeing you here, Chloe. Do you want to come in? Come in? Yeah, okay. Wait here for a minute. I'll go and make us some tea. Look, I'm sorry, Chloe. What I said was really, really insensitive, and I'm really sorry for ever saying it. Don't worry about it, Jill. When I was younger, I lost both of my parents, too. You did? That's why what you said bothered me. In my head, I saw myself in them. I didn't want to think that just because someone was an orphan, they were unfortunate by default. I didn't want to think that that alone meant they were doomed to spend life unable to have the same kind of happiness that others did. I didn't want anyone to say it, nor even think it. But that wasn't because I was thinking of the children here. It was because I was thinking about myself. I didn't want to be thought of as a poor little girl either. Chloe, please allow me to finish. I wanted to think I was getting angry on the children's behalf, but now I know I wasn't. All I cared about was myself. I knew that too, and that's why being called a model student, or being spoken of like some kind of exemplary human being, irritated me so much. I'm such a hypocrite, aren't I? Lashing out at you as if I'm sticking up for other people, when in reality I'm only thinking of myself. I didn't want to admit it, even though I knew deep down. I shouldn't have been so annoyed by it, but I was. I really am sorry. No, you're clearly not the one at fault, Chloe. This one's on me, and I'm sorry. Why you were angry with me doesn't matter when I said something I never should have from the get-go. I had no idea what kind of life you or the kids have led, and I wasn't trying to imply you were a hypocrite or anything at all. I wanted to apologize to you earlier. I didn't know how, I suppose. Same here. I take back everything I said about the children, too. I had no right to be judging them, but I'd never even been here or met them. I didn't know the first thing about what I was talking about. I hope you'll forgive me. Well then, would you like to meet them? Really? They're all asleep. Somehow we didn't wake them up with our heart-to-heart apology. Oh, they sleep in bunk beds, huh? I'm kinda jealous. Achoo! Aw, that's adorable. They really do look cute when they're sleeping. Now I feel even worse for being so mean. I was more in the wrong, Jill. I knew very well that you didn't actually mean any harm with what you said. All my frustrations just built to a point where I took it out on you. Seriously, don't worry about it. Let's call our faults a draw, okay? We're just going around in circles, aren't we? Still, in a way, I'm kind of glad this happened. It helped me sort out my own feelings. In fact, I feel more at peace with myself right now than I have in a long time. Because it just hit home just how important this place truly is to me. Oh my god. Although, to tell you the truth, all this fighting has tired me out. You too, huh? I barely slept a wink last night. Anyway, you want to get going? Yeah, this door's been going on for an hour and a half now. Feels kind of weird to be able to finally talk to you openly like this, though. We've been sharing a room all this time. But this is the first time I feel like you've truly opened up to me. Fighting aside, that alone's made me pretty happy. Yeah, I'm happy too. How are these kids still asleep? Seriously. Thanks for coming today, Jill. I'm glad I did. May this be the start of a long and fruitful friendship. I hope so. I'm feeling so sleepy all of a sudden. The sunlight does wonders at making you want to drift off. If I knew this wasn't meta commentary, I would be very, very annoyed. Say, I wonder if this is how it feels to grasp what's really important to you. All this time, this orphanage was right here, same as I remembered it. All this time I was stubbornly refusing to come back. All the time I was wrestling with myself about how I felt. All that time, it was right here waiting for me to come back. Whether I was being a hypocrite didn't matter. I genuinely loved this place, and that's the only thing that ever mattered. And now, I know that I'll always feel that way, no matter how many times I lose sight of myself, or find myself along the way, or find myself losing my way. This is actually hard to read with this white background and blue font. I know that I'll eventually come back and remember how I feel. This orphanage is just part of who I am. There's also one other important thing that I found myself realizing. I still hadn't thanked him for all he had done for me. Not once. You mean Hans, right? Because you clearly don't mean Lechter. Lechter! Get back here! Today's the day you're finally gonna do some work! Ah! Chloe? I'm so sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Our pincer attack didn't work all that well. You'll have to do better than that if you want to catch the almighty Lechter. How'd he get up there so fast? His agility is amazing. Ah, you got no one to blame but yourselves for letting me get away. So long, suckers. Get back here! We'll see who was a sucker when you're chained to a chair under a mountain of paperwork. After all the times I chased him around, I know there's got to be more to this than it seems. He's not making it look like he's up there. He's making it look like he isn't. But is that all there is to it? Let's go and have a look anyway. Alright, let's go exploring. Last night I found a tiny flower in the moonlight. Seeing it try its hardest to bloom, despite its small size, just made me feel like my worries are all so silly. Weird, right? It made me feel at ease with the world. What have I been wasting all this time worrying about? Hey there. Nice weather, huh? Wonder what I should do today. I'm feeling really bright today. Good morning, sunlight. Good morning, new day. Damn it, Ricky. Anton ran off somewhere, but he's back now. He says he's fine, but I'm not so sure I buy it. I've heard that a whole lot of times before this, you know? There, I talked to Ricky twice. Yep, we know the tragedy of Anton, and it's multi-parts. multi-part play. Come on now, Milia. The only two candidates running were Lechter and Regal. And Regal ran off on the actual day due to stomach pains. Couldn't really have ended any other way. Apparently she still can't accept that Lechter became the president. How could his grades be so good when he never acts like he gives a flying hoot about anything? I wish I could make the exams much harder just so I could see him suffer. If I did that, all the other students would suffer too. Decisions, decisions. I think I've had a teacher like that before. There's one thing he's bizarrely good at, it's speeches. Every time he starts one, I can't help but be enraptured by it. It's weird how most of the time he messes around. But at times like those, everything he says makes perfect sense. Maybe he'd actually be a good politician. Oh, here are the exam results. Let's see who the top 5 scorers among the third years were. Number 1 was Lechter Arundel, but he was barely in any classes. Second highest was Leo, third was Regal. Oh, looks like I was the highest among the first years. Number 1. Number 1. I bet her study method involves punching Lechter until, you know, he spills all the answers. I intend to try a new approach towards teaching in tomorrow's lesson. Good luck with that, buddy. Oh dear, are you looking for Lechter again? I'm afraid so. Don't mind me saying, I'm a little surprised by just how much you seem to trust him. I suppose you would be. Still, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what the potential of his actions are, too, and fully accepts them. He still acts however he likes, but he's more than willing to face the consequences of his actions. I'm not sure trust is the most appropriate word for what I have for him, but at the very least, I think he makes for an interesting president. I just wish he'd actually do his work seriously from the beginning instead of requiring us to capture him before he does it. Alright then, let's go. Let's go bug Roy. Lechter? I'm afraid not, no. Roy is decidedly not our boy. I've drawn up a plan for our club activities. Apparently she's really enjoying club activities. Good for her. So it's probably about time for her to be returning home for a while. Oh, interesting. I ended up being forced to draw a portrait of the student council president a while back. I didn't expect what would happen, though. It ended up winning this contest I entered it in. Why? Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. Why? Oh, I found a Jill. Wow. Way to go, Lechter. I got you now, you sorry excuse for a president. Time to accept your fate. Mickey? What were you doing under there? Let go of me. I wasn't doing anything. What's going on here? Keep telling you I wasn't doing anything weird, I swear. What were you doing down there, huh? I'm sorry, but crawling under there screams suspicious. That's what I thought too. That's why I crawled in there. I'm not following you. Can you elaborate? Well, you see, I was around the back of the school building when I saw this guy who looked like he rolled right out of a dumpster walking around. I don't think I've anyone seen so sloppy looking in my life. It's scary how I know just from that who he's talking about. Yeah, me too. Honestly, he made me so curious I had to see what he was up to. So I ended up following him. Anyway, he looked around for a while, then he wandered here into the auditorium. Pretty suspicious, right? It was when I followed him in here that he noticed me. The second he saw me, he seemed to panic a little before crawling in under there. Yeah, that was Miss Viola. Was talking about Regal, who had to drop out because of his stomach ache. I tried to follow him, but I ended up getting stuck. I was so close, too. So in other words, he was toying with you. What? Maybe if you bothered thinking about things other than how best to skip class, you wouldn't fall for such obvious tricks. He was deliberately trying to get your attention by acting suspicious as all get out, like he was trying to set you up. Call it our student council president's specialty. What? That guy's the student council president? You gotta be kidding me! You couldn't look any less the part. He's preaching to the choir. So basically this entire door is just about how much of a piece of shit Lechter is, and how I am entirely justified in hating his guts. I swear. Oh, hello, Chloe. Hello, Logic. Might I ask what you're doing? Oh, not much. It's just that I joined the Academy's music club. Today's our first practice session. Did you? Have fun, then. I'll try. Incidentally, Chloe. I was just going to say, let's give our best to our next set of examinations. But of course. This is music? This qualifies as music? What the hell? Hey man, I know what I like. I like me some princesses. Radio calisthenics. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a music class? Knock yourselves out, I guess. Radio's calisthenics are a big thing over in Remiferia, you know. People always gather around a big orbital radio and do them. Wait, do you know what an orbital radio is? I bet she'd like Aubin time. She's an exchange student from Le Mans. They say she's crazy smart, like exceedingly intelligent. That's not why I decided to join the music club, though. Absolutely not. I get you. I get you, me. I know what you're all about. You can't fool me. I'm not hitting on you. I'm just interested in her brain. Wait, I mean shit. Alright, let's see if anyone's, Studying is such fun. Yeah, I bet. Ooh, baby, do I. You might think Lechter doesn't look like the type to help out school staff like me, but he helps out with menial tasks a lot. He gets a lot of hate, but he's a good guy in my books. He has been known to steal stuff from time to time, though. Do they, though? Do they really? I'm all alone with Lucy. This is like a dream come true. Oh, Lucy? What is it? I just wanted to ask you something. What do you think the most important thing in the world is? It's love, right? If you ask me, it's probably... Strength, I suppose. Bruh? Speaking of strength, I feel like smacking Lechter upside the head right now. Well, if you need someone to hit, you can smack me around as much as you like. Jesus Christ, Hans. Keep it in your pants. Oh, sup, Chloe? Is something wrong? Oh no, it's nothing. It just looks like Lechter isn't here. Maybe you should go and see what Jill is up to. Hi there, Chloe. Have you found any sign of Lechter? I wish I could say yes, but unfortunately not. Oh. Well, have fun, you two. No! Lechter, that's not me, I swear! Oh, it's you. Don't scare me like that. I thought you were him. Here we have another of Lechter's victims, I see. Mr. Everett has both of his eyes closed. You monster! No! Just, what did Lechter say to him? What the fuck? I didn't know it was possible to hate a guy more, but this game just keeps finding ways to make me do it. Man, what if he is, and just wants us to think he's not here, so that we'll mosey our way elsewhere? Oh, this is why he's such a pain to deal with. What should I even do when I find him? String him up and send him to the gallows. God. Sure, righteous. They all claim justice, you know. They all claim righteousness when they commit their deeds. Nah, we're not gonna hop in line. Let's go check out some rooms. Tomorrow's the general meeting of the student council. You must find him before then. Right. Never says more than he has to, does he? I'm busy helping Leo with his work today. Unfortunately, all I can really do is get things together for him. But he does so much for me all the time. I'd like to help however I can. Do your best, buddy. Clara's apparently lost the key. Good job, Clara. No, hello, Chloe. How come you haven't been showing up for practice much lately? Sorry about that, Rigel, whatever. I've just had a lot going on lately, I suppose. Oh, right. Still, it's you we're talking about here, so I always knew there had to be some kind of legitimate reason. Drop by if you get the chance, though. We'll always be waiting for you. I will, thank you. Alright then. On with the plot. There's a rope hanging down outside the window. What's this? Are you supposed to climb up using this? I knew I'd find you here. Oh, look who we've got here. Great weather, huh? Perhaps so, but you can't honestly believe I came to talk to you about the weather. If you have enough free time to laze around on the roof, come and do some work. Everyone could use your help, you know. Hey, they need me a lot less than you think. And predicting the weather 10 years in the future takes a lot of brain power, you know? I need to concentrate right now. How does he think up these things? Well, it makes sense. I mean, he probably wasn't here the whole time. Still, going by my experience with him, when he acts like this, he's usually willing to listen to me. Hey, Lechter? I just want to say thanks. Thanks? For what? A lot of things, really. You've done an awful lot to help me ever since I enrolled here. But because you're always trying to act like you aren't, or you're running away from me, I've never been able to say thanks for any of it. I feel like I owe it to you. Yeah, I'm lost. I got no clue what you're talking about. You asked me a long time ago what it was that I came here to do, didn't you? I hated the life I had before enrolling here. I always felt like I was being pushed around by everyone and everything around me, instead of really achieving anything for myself. And it was that I hated most of all. I felt empty, worthless. That was part of why I didn't try to answer your question, or even think about it. It was like if I accepted how weak I was inside, I'd never be able to get any stronger. But that's not how I feel now. I'm not empty at all anymore. Thanks to coming here and meeting you, and all of my friends, I've learned so many new things. I was able to do things for myself, too, instead of just relying on others for everything. Yeah? So that's why I want to thank you. Man, I told you before you were too serious, right? You've been thinking about that one offhand thing all this time? I never saw that coming. You're trying to make fun of me again, aren't you? What about you, though? Why did you choose to come here? Me? I had nothing better to do, I guess? Seemed like a good way to kill time. Heh, really? Well, as long as you're here, you may as well do some work. Wait. Tomorrow's the Student Council's general meeting, which means you have a lot to do, and you need to do it all by the end of the day. There's a mountain of it just waiting for you to get started on. Hold up a second. Don't do this, Chloe. I can explain. I'm not going to listen. Spare me, please. This was the first and last chance I ever had to thank Lechter for all he did for me. The day after that year's Academy's festival, he suddenly registered his intent to withdraw from school, and was never seen there again. He was himself to the very end, though, making a sudden appearance in the Student Council organized play's final scene, ruining it for his amusement. Then, 2 years later, I ended up meeting him once more, in a place and way I never would have expected. Side story, Descended Wings finished. Okay, I'm glad they ended it there, and not just like, hey, we're gonna do this we're gonna show them what happened 2 years later, you know? No, stop. Stop, it's done. It's over. I basically spent this entire video on that goddamn moon door. Oh my god. Yeah, no. I'm done for the day. I'm not gonna try and start Zen's door. Not if it's that long. Jesus Christ. Okay. So. This has been Logic Blade. Thank you all for coming today. We're done. We're done for the episode for the day. We'll see you next time. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Holy shit. Is this actually the longest door? Please let it be the longest door. Oh my word. Oh my sun, star, and moons. That is not... That's not remotely fair. Oh god, what the hell is Nightmare Arena? Alright, I'm done for real. Good night, everyone.